going to talk about the 3 most common argumentative fallacies or logical fallacies. So if you're arguing on the internet with someone or in person, or somebody is just trying to impose their point of view on you, it is really, really important to know how to think critically about what they're saying to you so that you can just clear out all the muck and get straight to the point of what they're saying. So I'm going to give you 3 of the most common fallacies that I see on the internet and even in person all the time. All the time I see this happening. And it's really important to know them. Alright, so the first one is called ad hominem, and it's Latin for to the man. And it basically is when you're arguing about a certain point and then they start to attack you. They are no longer talking about whatever it is you are arguing about. Now it's about you and how stupid you are, or how you don't have any credentials, or just something bad about you to try and discredit you, to therefore discredit your point. Okay, so that is the first one. You've probably seen it a lot too, or maybe even experienced it. The second one is called a red herring. This also occurs a lot. It's basically where you're arguing about a certain point and then they kind of go off into a random tangent that has really nothing to do with the actual point. And it's sort of their way of staying in control of a conversation or an argument, even though they're losing, or even though the point that they're trying to convey is, wrong or illogical. I'm getting these ideas from this book called The Art of Deception, and it outlines all the common logical fallacies in an argument. And so in the book, he gives an example of a red herring. So someone could propose a plan to eliminate poverty in inner city schools, and another person could be like, well, your plan isn't financially feasible. It could actually end up harming more people than helping them just because the budget is all wrong. And so it's not a very good plan. And then the person with a plan could say, oh, you don't care about kids, or you don't have any sympathy for the poverty and inner school problems, what's wrong with you? Even though this other person did have a valid point. So that is a red herring, and they can actually work quite well. But again, it's really important to know how to identify them. So when you're having an argument with someone and then they just go off into a random point, that's a red herring. And the last one is what I like to call black and white thinking, all or nothing thinking. Usually, in most cases, I'm going to say like 95% of the case, the truth lies in the middle, especially when it comes to very complex, controversial issues. The truth is not one or the other, it's usually somewhere in the middle. So when you see people with very strong convictions or who use blanket statements a lot, I would beware of that, because usually extreme ideologies are not a good way to go. So if you have someone shooting off all of these blanket statements, like for example, everybody who steals is a bad person. Well, that's not necessarily the case. What if someone steals to feed their children? There are a lot of things that are never quite black and white. Alright guys, so those are the 3 most common fallacies. Let me know if you know of any others that you have experienced many times in your life. And if you have any questions for me, just let me know. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!